Hey friends. I know that with the time change being a little bit later, it's probably a little tougher for some of you guys to get on, but thanks to those of you guys who did join tonight. And there's just a couple of things that I want to go over for the month of March. Number one, everybody is buzzing about the 6 codes, right? So hopefully you had your subscription set by the end of February, which then allowed corporate to email you 6 free enrollment codes. Guys, that's huge. First off, our wholesale pricing has gone from $34.95 to $39.95. And just that little $5, $6 difference, this is a big gift that they've given us. Never since I've been with Plexus in four years have they done it this way. So I love that. In addition, if you sign 6 wholesale ambassadors, you're going to get a free iPad. That is incredible. And so if you and your spouse, if you got 12 codes, you can earn 2 iPads. And there are people who have already earned 2 iPads. And it's March 4th. So what are they doing? Number one, they're not sitting back and waiting for people to come to them. And so what I have actually started doing is going through lists of people that I have, y'all. In 4 years, I've had a lot of people ask me questions. And so I've started going back through those lists. And what I've also done is I have taken a look at the new welcome pack options. And Plexus has gotten smart, and they have set us up with welcome packs that will continue to have people at 100 PV each month. So we preached, for 4 years that we love the Triplex welcome pack. I love that too. I am all about gut health. But what we are seeing coming across our Facebook radio waves right now are a ton of testimonies of people losing inches. We don't even have to talk weight loss. We can just talk about inches. What I posted today about Tara Castaneda on The Joy of Health, her pictures were amazing. Kristen Sowers, who is on Brooke Avy's team, her Facebook post today was amazing. And these are women who are just working hard to trim down, but they're not becoming like these skinny mini, beach body models. They're moms. They've had babies, but they look really, really good. And so when we share those, and people come to you with, I want the inches, I want the weight loss, what do I do? What I am really working on right now is sharing the weight loss control welcome pack, which is Slim Hunger Control, MetaBurn, and Block. And you might be like, well, Amy, everybody needs to be on a probiotic. Yes, they do. So month 2, once they have gotten that regimen down, and those products are easy to use. Okay, those 3 are really, really easy. You don't have a die-off or what have you that sometimes people have with ProBio. They love their Slim. They're going to love the energy from MetaBurn. They're going to love that Block makes them feel full. And then month 2, add in the probiotic and start working on their gut health. Okay, so I just really like that combination for the type of stuff that we're seeing on social media right now. And let's face it, people are getting ready for spring break. They're starting to think about summertime, and the inches are something to think about. Let's not lose the gut health focus, but let's also think about what are some of the tools in our toolbox that we have to help people with weight loss and inches. So that was one thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, is just make sure that you're using the codes, make sure that you're reaching out to people, look back through those lists of people that have reached out to you previously. If money was an issue, you've got codes, you've got at least 6 of them. They are transferable. So if you have somebody who's a wholesale only ambassador on your team and they happen to get emailed those codes, just shoot them an email and say, hey, I know that you're not interested in sharing Plexus. You got 6 codes though in your email. Would you mind sharing those with me and I can use them for my friends? They may say, well, wait a minute. What does that mean? Does that mean that my sister could do this? Yeah, sure. That may spur them on to think about, well, wait, I don't want to give you my codes. I want to use these because I have some friends that might want these. Okay. So it's a way to kind of work the system. They may say, you know what, sure, take my codes. But then they may go, well, wait, can I do something with those codes? And so that's a great opportunity for you to just talk them through how they can share with 3 people, get a little $100 bonus. You don't even have to mention silver. Don't mention a rank promotion. Just say, if you have 3 friends that jump in with welcome packs, you'll actually get $175. All right, so $175, $25 for each of the welcome packs, plus the $100 silver bonus, but we won't talk silver if that's just a wholesale only person. Okay, so that's my first word of encouragement for you, is make sure that you're talking to people about the codes, that you're using your own codes, and that you're accessing codes for people who may have them that aren't going to use them. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quickly because I want to show you guys a couple of things. First off, when we go into our virtual office, I want to show you guys where to find the welcome pack flyers. So when you go into your training center, go into resource library and recruiting and onboarding. Okay, so again, training center, resource library, and then you're going to go into recruiting and onboarding. And if you haven't seen how they've reorganized this resource library, dig in here and look around. It is worth 5 minutes of your time. But right here is the welcome pack flyer. Okay, so you can scroll through all of this. And the other cool thing is that you can actually copy and paste this and send this to people. Or you can simply download it to your computer so that you can use it later. So I just want to take a look at a couple of these welcome packs with you guys. Okay, so first off, we've got the XOS Microbiome Hunger Control, or the Microbiome Triplex, and then we've got the Hunger Control. XOS X Factor Vital Biome. Some of the ones that we really don't talk a whole lot about is like this one right here, Slim Hunger Control and Accelerator Plus. That's just not one of my favorites to start people on, especially now that we have MetaBurn, and I'm going to talk about some ingredients in just a bit. But the key here, guys, is 3 products, right? That's kind of what we're seeing. Slim Hunger Control, Vegetarian Lean, and I believe it also gives you a drop-down menu to change that to not just the plant-based, but also so you can get the whey protein and the block. And then if you scroll down, the Joyome Essentials is great, and then it gives them that 7-day trial of Slim. And again, this is the kind of the teaser. Typically, we don't want somebody just getting the Joyome Welcome Pack because they're only going to need that every 2 months. You're better off keeping them as a customer if that's all that they want. So that's why I kind of like, if they want Joyome, let them be a customer for a couple of months, and then maybe pop them over to the Beauty from Within or one of the $199 welcome packs. What I like about this sheet to share with potentials is that it shows them the savings at the bottom. Okay, so they can see if they're going, we're going to keep scrolling to page 3. Look at this Microbiome Essentials that has the Joyome, the Triplex, and Vital Biome. It's $171 savings. Okay, so I really do like this because it breaks it down for people how much they're actually saving by buying these welcome packs, and then they get their $40 code. Okay, so I actually had somebody purchase this welcome pack last week, and I was just messaging her before the call how to get started on everything. The last thing I want her to do is to start all of these products in one day. Okay, so talk with your sponsor about like, how would you go about doing this? Well, I know that my gal's goal is weight loss. So what I am starting her with is tonight ProBio, tomorrow morning Slim, MetaBurn at lunch, and Block at dinner. Those are the 4 products I'm starting her with. So she's going to have the BioCleanse, the X Factor, and the Ease that I'm going to talk to her about that in probably another week or 2. But to take all of this starting day 1 is a lot. Okay. Now these are all products that I take every single day, but I didn't start them all on day 1. So just know that there still is that element of coaching, because the one thing that she did say to me when this arrived, she's like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff. And I was like, it is. So let me just help you ease into this. So there we go. And I know the $199 welcome pack is just a very different philosophy than we've started with before, but I'll say it, a million times, when I bought a welcome pack with essential oils, I didn't bat an eye because there was so much that I was getting. When you look at the 99 welcome packs in comparison, you're like, that's $63 savings. And I can come down here and I can save $171. I mean, that to me is a no-brainer if they can financially swing that. Okay. So the other thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about tonight is MetaBurn, Boost, Accelerator Plus, and Edge. Okay, because I think with these 4 products, we sometimes get a little bit frozen on what on earth should I recommend. So I'm going to show you where a really nice tool is. So when you are in your virtual office, we're going to go to the virtual office. Under the shareables, we still have all of those amazing shareables. Over here, sharing Plexus and products. Okay, so I've gone to sharing Plexus and products. It just so happens what I want to show you guys is right here. It's the very first thing. But if it wasn't, I would have gone to weight management. And I'm going to look at this supplement comparison. Okay, so this is just a really good document for you guys to pull off, save to your phone. I print stuff off. I'm old school. I like to have that, that paper copy. So a couple of things that I want to show you first off. These ingredients are in the order that they occur in the product. So for instance, 5-HTP, that is the last ingredient that's put in MetaBurn. Okay, so chromium is the last ingredient put in Boost. So sometimes we think about, well, if somebody is on an antidepressant, anti-anxiety, is it okay for them to take MetaBurn or Accelerator Plus? MetaBurn, absolutely, because 5-HTP is the last ingredient. Notice Accelerator Plus, 5-HTP is a little bit further up on the ingredient list. So that's where we want to possibly back off just a little bit and go, you know what, let's go a little bit easy with your Accelerator Plus, okay? If I were to look at all of these, and if somebody comes to me and says, I want to lose weight and I'm tired all the time, I am going to go straight to MetaBurn, okay? Guys, look at where all these check marks are. You can't fight these check marks right here, okay? So if they don't have an aversion to any of these ingredients, which most people, like I'm just not seeing people with bad ingredients or bad reactions to anything. People may be a little gassy, okay? So a little gassy with MetaBurn, especially if they're doing it with lean shakes, but it eventually wears off. Push through it, drinking a lot of water. Okay, and maybe starting off with 1 MetaBurn rather than 2. I started with 1 for a month and then I moved up to 2. But I just like this handout because it really is, it's just a good little cheat sheet for us. If someone tells me that their main concern is going to be focus, I'm going to go to Edge. Okay, especially if they're not trying to lose weight. Edge is a great product. Okay, we've talked about that with those ADD, ADHD tendencies, focus at work, focus with homework for your teens or what have you. Edge is that good product. Okay, so the reason I would choose Boost for someone is an intense workout fanatic. Okay. That's really the only people that I recommend Boost for because it tends to give them that workout energy. But just look here, like it's not got these check marks that we see here with MetaBurn. So I'm kind of like, I mean, it's got a couple of the same ingredients. It's got the chromium, but I like the chromium in my Slim. Okay, so maybe you're seeing some trends here just by looking at this checklist that, you know what, I'm just kind of sold there on MetaBurn, but I know that a lot of people still love the Edge for focus, and you can take both of them, okay? So don't feel like it's got to be one or the other. You can do MetaBurn and Edge. I do not see a need in doing MetaBurn and Accelerator Plus or MetaBurn and Boost. Okay. And everything that I'm seeing on the Jewel pages, people just, they aren't doing those ones together. So again, this is a great little cheat sheet here that is in your shareables. Okay. The other thing that I want to make sure that you guys see when we go back to the training center and the resource library, these business resources are here. InMotion magazine and all of that, it's great. But here's the thing, if you're looking through here and you're like, I don't see what I need, down here on the left, click on Help Center. This is ridiculously good. So for example, if you want to know, let's just say you want the ingredients for Edge. I'm just going to type in Edge. Product details, it's going to come up. All of the things are here. Product information sheet, it's here. Okay, all of that is for every single product in the Help Center. So basically, this is like your go-to toolbox. Okay, if you want to know something about convention, oh Lord, type in convention. Convention contest, Rise Up Convention, Consistency Club, everything is here. Okay, if you want to know about business cards, My Plexus Print, it's going to go straight to you. Okay, so the Plexus Help Center down here at the bottom is huge, and sometimes this can help you get questions answered that you would typically need to call customer service for. Okay, so guys, make sure that you click through everything that's back here. I mean, they have really done a good job at trying to reorganize everything for us. When it seems a little bit overwhelming, just take a click, go, well, it's not there. I'm going to look here. Oh, maybe it's there. Corey did a great little bit on the Telling Your Story training. If you guys haven't popped on there, that's a call for another day, but I would hop on and check that out because it's going to give you lots of ideas on how to share your testimony, which I really, really like. Product marketing videos, they're all here. They're all here. So I am going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to open up the gallery view and I'm going to see if you guys have any questions.
Nope, I did call Plexus today because I never got my codes. And they said a lot of people didn't get their codes. There was a glitch. So if you didn't get it, give them a call. They'll look you up on the spreadsheet, give you the codes, and then you can use that same code 6 times.
Excellent. And one little note about the codes, well, a couple of things. First off, if people copy and paste the code, sometimes it doesn't work. So they actually need to type it in all caps. And if you have a 0 or an O, it's probably an O. It looks like they're letters. So just make sure that you help people troubleshoot through that if they get stuck. Any other questions?
And as I found out, the codes do not work in other countries today either. So.
Oh, bummer.
I have a friend in New Zealand, and she's looking at everything, and and she doesn't do PayPal, she doesn't do Venmo, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. But
yeah, I don't know that we ship to New Zealand.
We do. It's one of the things on the drop-down menu.
Is it?
When you click the flag, New Zealand is one of them.
Because of Australia. Okay. But there's just a couple of countries internationally that we do ship to.
But they're super strict. Like Canada doesn't allow certain products. New Zealand doesn't allow certain ones. And she asked me if one of them, she was actually looking it up as well, if X Factor contained GABA. And so, because apparently she ordered something that had GABA in it, and it put her on a watch list in New Zealand. So
it's so silly.
Yeah, the next time she said if, you can only order that if you have a Class B license or something, and the next time, if she gets caught doing it again, she'll end up in jail.
That's the
It's
truth.
like,
Well, and a lot of the products in Canada, they can buy for personal use, but it's not for resale. So
okay.
each of the websites, they'll toggle appropriately for what they can and can't purchase.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, my big encouragement to you guys is to make sure that you take a look at what the new welcome pack options are, and now you know where to find those. Okay, because for me it was always a struggle of I can't hop on my website and see what all the welcome pack options are. I have them printed off. I mean, I also have them saved, but I have them printed off. And then I really like this comparison of those add-on items, MetaBurn Boost, Accelerator Plus, and Edge, because I think those are the ones where people are like, I don't really know which one to do. My go-to is just going to be MetaBurn unless somebody tells me otherwise, or if they're super, super skinny and don't need metabolization. But aside from that, I think that that's good. And really, none of these weight management supplements, these are not for nursing and pregnant moms. That's kind of the rule of thumb there. But for everybody else, they seem to be good. They seem to be good. So any other questions?
Amy, are you doing MetaBurn in the morning and then one in the afternoon, or two at a time?
I do 2 at lunch.
Yeah, I've tried 2 at the same time. Okay.
Yep. I do 2 at lunch.
I haven't tried that yet.
I'm sorry?
I haven't tried doing 2 at the same time. I'll do that.
I have to do it with food though. If I do 2, when I first tried 2, I did it in the morning with a protein shake, and that wasn't good. I needed more on my stomach for that. But, and it wasn't that, I felt a little bit queasy, but it was more that like that thermogenic kicked in. I was walking around Sprouts like, I am sweating. Like I just got hot. And so then I realized that I just didn't have enough food. So once I figured that out, it's been smooth sailing. I love MetaBurn, and I can tell when I don't have it. It gives me super sustained energy. And the other thing, we're trying to do monthly things on the Joy of Health. So just in terms of our calendar, we are going to be doing a 3-day slim challenge every month for the next several months. So what we like to do is do the same thing for several months to allow things to get traction and to allow you guys to have an opportunity to consistently do the same thing. And then what we do is we evaluate, is it working? Do we like it? Do we want to continue it? Okay. I love Brooke Aby's philosophy of you do things for a season and then you reevaluate at the end of the season. Did it work? Did it not work? If it worked, keep doing it. If it doesn't work, then stop and do something else. Okay. So we're going to do 3-day slim challenges for the next couple of months. So this one's going to be the 11th through the 13th. And then, oh gosh, I don't have my calendar in front of me. Hold on, let me pull up. I am going to do I don't know if you guys tuned into the cravings thing that Corey and I did. It was just the one day we did 6 posts on cravings. And I just like getting information out. It adds a little bit of a twist to what we do on the Joy of Health page. But we're going to do a similar thing on March 25th, which is a Monday. We're going to do a full day of posting on Gut Glam. And so we did that a year ago when Joyome came out, and it's time to do that again, I think. So that gut and skin connection. And I mean, we had posts on sunscreens and things like that. And as we get closer to spring break, I think all of that is really good for people. So that is going to be on the 25th. People don't need to buy anything for that. It's just tuning people in. And y'all, Sandy Faraci made a cravings teaser on her page. And I think that she added 20 people to the Joy of Health to read those articles. Okay. So they may not be a current customer of hers, but they're watching what's going on there. And I mean, if you share with your audience something that you're doing and they don't have to buy a thing, that's kind of a win, because they're going to get that peek into what we're doing. And if they want to leave the page after that, so be it. But chances are, I bet they stick with us as a fly on the wall and continue to watch things. So that's the 25th. And corporate every week is doing various trainings and opportunity events. As soon as I get all of those dates in one place, I'm going to make a post about it. But for now, make sure that you're tuning into the Plexus Ambassador Community Facebook page, because they are doing opportunity calls. They are doing trainings. I mean, it's like at least 2 things a week that they're doing. And so that's cutting back on the types of events that we're having to do and that we're having to manage, because they're doing them for us. Okay. So really, we're just going to be doing the 3-day Slim Challenge and a 1-day burst event for the next couple of months. And we're going to see how that goes. Okay. Was there anything else? I think that was it. Any other questions that you guys have? Okay, Sean, is it better to take all pills at once in the morning versus the nighttime? It depends on which ones they are. The rule of thumb for what to take at night is typically your ProBio, and some people take their Bio Cleanse with their ProBio, and I take Ease every night. And in the morning or around lunchtime is typically when people take their X Factor or X Factor Plus. And block is going to be before your heaviest meal. For some people, that's lunch. But for me, that's typically dinner that I take my block. And really, there's no carbon copy for when to take your products, but just know if it's something that's going to give you energy, I wouldn't take it after 4.
So, Amy, this month, if I had someone join us an ambassador, and absolutely they called me and said, hey, my sister said she wants to join, they can use our code too?
Absolutely.
Okay, not
Yep.
just us.
No,
We can, like if one of y'all needed my code, I could give it to you.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, the codes are transferable, which is awesome, because I mean, I have 6 codes for Scott, and I mean, I'd like to get him to silver, but beyond that, I don't want to work his legs. So yeah, I can use his codes too. So
Well, if any of y'all get close to the end of the month and you need a code, you can check in with me, because I might have a code I can give you, because I've been doing this so long now. It'd be a miracle if I could get 6 codes.
hey, miracles happen every day, friends.
They do. But yeah, you can remember Diane Ellerby.
Awesome.
Just private message me.
Thank you.
And that's the end of the month. We can't use them anymore.
Yeah, after this month, that's it. And I can't imagine they're going to do something this generous next month. Like I don't see it happening, because convention contest, people are earning lots of stuff already. So, yep. Okay, well, y'all, Kim, did you have a question? Or are you just smiling?
Yeah, going back to you said that people don't do the X Factor Plus with the MetaBurn. Do you still do X Factor with it or not?
Oh no, they do X Factor Plus with MetaBurn, not Accelerator Plus.
Oh, I just misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh no, I definitely X Factor Plus for sure.
Because a lot of times I do my one in the morning and then my MetaBurn and my X Factor at lunch.
That's exactly what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I've done X Factor at lunch for years, and I really like that. It kind of gives me that afternoon sustainable energy. So.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, y'all. Well, this is good. Oh, it's 9:30. It's 8:30 Tammy's time. So, okay, y'all. Well, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome night. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.